Fiona says she arrived on a flight from Florida with 96 other Jamaicans about 9:30 Wednesday morning. She says sometime after midday, hot meals and bottles of water were distributed while they waited on a bus to transport them to the hotel.
The bus from then about 11:40. When we actually boarded the bus, we were locked into the bus until minutes after 1 before we left to our quarantine facility. When we actually got to the quarantine facility, minutes to 3, I believe it was around 2:38. We actually got here. We were locked on the bus until minutes to 7 p.m. last night. After we officially was able to disembark the bus, we came when they finalized what room we're going to be staying in. We had to take 4 flights of stairs with our luggage to our room, with no form of assistance. Persons with swollen ankles. At this point, we haven't ate.
Fiona says she chose not to eat as the food was not edible. Fiona says no reason was given for the delay. She says efforts to get information from health personnel while at the hotel proved futile as she was told to remain in her room.
At least something hot. Nobody not come back to the room since then. Nobody. We don't know who to call, so we're just pretty much here locked in the room. At one point last night when I heard someone walking on the corridors, I tried to go out to ask someone for at least, even if we're not looking for anything, we're not. So even if it's a point where you guys even have food for us to purchase or some form of arrangement, but no one to further assist us since we got here, no one to update us on anything. Then when I went out on the corridor just to ask questions, the lady just simply said, "Miss, you need to go back in the room. You need to go back in the room. You're in a quarantine. You can't be out." I was like, "I'm just asking, Miss, you need to go back in the room," and she walked away. So at this point, we are all here. We don't know who to talk to.
Not eating earlier would also prove to be a mistake, as Fiona says despite the promise of supper, no meal or water was provided up to minutes to 8 o'clock this morning when she spoke with her news center.
And at this point, there's still no one to update us on what's happening here. So I am pretty much here, as I said, with my ankle swollen, can hardly walk a lot. And at one point last night, it really feels like I was going to pass out because we haven't ate right now. I don't know if we can even order food or what's the arrangement even for today, because at this point we're going to be after thinking day by day. So I don't even know what's going to be happening today.
O'Shane Masters, Frontline News.